Can I get everyone's attention, please? Right. Well, good evening, everyone. I'm Mayor Ted Betancourt, and it's my honor to welcome all of you to the Wigan Auditorium here at Peabody City Hall for a very special annual event we do every year, Student Government Day. Student Government Day has been going on for well over 40 years. It's a wonderful tradition in our city. I have a couple of comments I'm going to make shortly. We have a couple of speakers, and then we're going to get into our program. But we want to start off tonight, our program, by turning it over to Mr. John Simmons and the Peabody Veterans Memorial High School Concert Choir. If everybody could please stand. All right, my man. You can hang back a little bit. All right. Okay, well, thank you very much. And I'm going to be turning it over shortly to Mayor of the Day. Mr. Jacob Crocker was our mayor, did an outstanding job. And very happy and honored to be with him today. And I'm going to speak to that for a little bit. But I did want to make a few comments, and I'm going to have Dr. Vidala, our superintendent, come up, as well as Brooke Randall, our principal at the high school, to say a few words. Then we're going to introduce our students to their counterparts. We're going to have each take a photo, and I'll explain that process in a moment. Then we're going to go into another musical selection that I'm looking forward to. Then we're going to get into a school committee meeting, a city council meeting, and we should have a lot of fun and learn a lot today. So, but I just want to make a few comments. As I mentioned earlier, this has been a long tradition in our city that goes back to some incredible educators in our community, Mr. Hardy, Mr. Metropolis, so many others that built this program into what it is today, and it's being carried on by Mrs. Prouty and doing a great job. And it was great to meet so many students, have them a part of today. But really, it's a great opportunity for people to know what we do in our community. We have so many hardworking, dedicated, intelligent people that work for our city in a variety of roles, lawyers, accountants, engineers, trade professionals, police officers, firefighters, library professionals, certainly many educators and school administrators that do amazing work. And there's a lot that takes place in our city. We're a large city, nearly 60,000 people. A lot happens here. We have a very large community that we serve, a very diverse community which we serve, which is wonderful. And there are many needs. And I don't think a lot of times people know what we do as a community. We have 2 farms. We have a senior center. We have over 40 parks. We have 10 schools, 5 fire stations, 3 libraries. and just a lot that takes place in the city that a lot of people don't know about. And if we didn't have so many caring and dedicated people working for the city, we'd be in big trouble. And I'm very fortunate, very lucky that we have so many hardworking, dedicated people. And this is an opportunity for our students to learn a little bit about what we do and about the important work taking place. We have city councilors, school committee members that work very hard trying to help the city move forward and make improvements. And it all comes together on these days where we get to celebrate a little bit. But it's really about the students today. I got to say this was a very wonderful day. I got so many positive comments from our department heads about the type of students that they got the opportunity to meet and spend some time with today. I was with Mayor Crocker and some of the people that work here in the building, as well as our city council. We went over and took a tour of the senior center. We have some pretty good dancers in the class of 2026. We got to see some interesting moves out there. And then we went over to the current police station. They got to see the current police station and why we're going to a new police station, hopefully in October, November, when we move over to the new police station. But it was a great day, and the students were so respectful, so interested in learning, and asked a lot of questions. And I hope the students had an enjoyable day and learned a lot about the community, because that's what it's all about, is getting to understand what the city is about and how many ways in which we contribute to people's lives. And I'm pretty sure that there's a number of students that are sitting here today that are going to work in the city of Peabody in some way as an officer, a firefighter, a teacher, and a variety of different roles. And it's an opportunity to learn a little bit about the city. When I was a student at Peabody High School a few years back, I was the director of Parks and Recreation. And I got to go with Mr. Dick Walker, who was the Park and Rec director at that time. And we took a tour of the city, looked at different parks. At the city council meeting, we made a motion to change a parking lot into a park, and it was a great learning opportunity, and I got to learn a lot about the city, and that kind of carried, I think, over into my interest in being a part of the city and trying to serve in some way. So it's great. I wanted to thank our students for representing themselves, representing the class of 2026 in an amazing way, and it was a really enjoyable day for all of us. I wanted to ask Dr. Vidala to come up and say a few words, our superintendent. Dr. Vidala, turn it over to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mayor Betancourt, Mayor Crocker, for being here. This is a wonderful day. It really shows how special the city of Peabody is. The one word that has really taken me today and what I want to talk a little bit about is the word talent. There is so much talent in this room, and so we're very fortunate that all the members in this city have come together, and there's so much talent from all of our city departments, and they were able to share that with us. And you know, we, as Mayor Betancourt said, there's incredible diversity in the jobs and the roles that people play throughout the city, from our school department to our police and fire and facilities and all the different jobs. We have engineers and lawyers, and it's really incredible how much talent we have in that city, and that they are able to share that with our students. And to talk to our students a little bit, every year we're so amazed at the student body that we have, and I think every year it's gotten a little bit better. This is a very special group. And I'm incredibly impressed with the amount of talent that we see from our students and how they were able to share with us. So we talked a lot about, you know, what we do, and it's really interesting to hear from our students their perspectives, and they share with us their insights. And it's really incredible that students who are 16, 17, and 18-year-olds have such wonderful insight into what's happening in the city. So as our students are starting to look at college. A lot of you were asked today, what are you going to do next year? Where are you planning to go to college? And so what we're hoping for you is that you're able to find a purpose, something that you love, something that you want to do for the rest of your life or for your career, and that you're able to use those talents, those incredible talents that you have, and that you're able to share those with the world and hopefully with the city of Peabody, and that you realize what a special place this is. So I want to thank the mayor for his incredible support with this, thank Ms. Peabody for all the work she did to do this, and of course thank Ms. Randall and our entire city departments for sharing that with us. So I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Randall. She has a few words as well, but I want to thank you for blessing us with your presence today and your talents, and I want to thank everyone for sharing their talents with us today. Thank you.
Wonderful that we can do this each and every year for our students, primarily our seniors. I know we have some juniors that joined the group again this year, which is amazing, and I hope you come back next year, maybe in a different capacity. That would be fantastic. But we really just had a great day out there today. Adam and I had a wonderful day at the high school, helped him experience many different activities today in his role of principal, and Assistant Principal O'Connor, who's out there. Where are you? Where are you, Carly? Okay, Carly had a great day, also with Mr. Bedard. We saw a lot of things. But really just thank you to all of the students that participated, all of the counterparts in the room. We really appreciate it. We know that taking a full day out of your very busy, hectic, regular work schedule is a lot, and it's a sacrifice, and we so appreciate it because it's such a meaningful opportunity for our students. So thank you so, so much. I want to thank Ms. Peabody, who's the advisor, for keeping the logistics all in the air and getting everything nailed down, from our assemblies to the voting process that we go through to elect all these positions. I want to thank everybody here at City Hall for the spread as well. We had some breakfast items, we had lunch, and we had a great meal here tonight, so I want to thank everybody who put that on as well. From there, we'll turn it over and keep on going with the program. But thank you for the wonderful day, and thank you all again to the counterparts, and thank you to the families and friends who came out tonight too. To just see these next steps and see our school committee and city council meeting, and just thank you all for your ongoing support. So many of you are familiar faces, and you show up to everything, and I so appreciate it. I know our students appreciate it, so thank you to the families here as well. So, all right, and thank you. On with the program.
Pat, you're going to direct them all on that side?
We're going to hand them out. Beth and Tara are going to help.
All right, now give it to the counterpart to give to the
Make
student.
sure you give us a little time.
Yep. Okay. Okay, excellent. Thank you for those words. And next we're going to introduce our students and their city counterparts. And what I wanted to ask of our students is, when your name is called, to please come over here, filter into the center of the auditorium through this way. I'm going to ask the city counterparts to come in through that way. If you could meet in the middle, and then we're going to have our photographer take a picture of you with your counterpart. So if we can try to make it work that way, that'll work out great. We have a certificate for each of our students, and we're going to start things off. So first, and I'm going to turn it over to Mayor Crocker in a moment. Mayor Crocker's first item of business today was to make sure his road gets paved this summer. So that was his first, I think that was for his dad, to make sure his road got paved this summer. So we'll work on that. And all pothole questions go to that gentleman over there, the good-looking gentleman, Mr. Politz. Any pothole concerns or complaints? Mr. Politz over there. All right. So we're going to first start off with the administrative assistant to the mayor, Hillary Gately.
And Luke Dang.
Luke. Okay. Just go through. Go through this way. All right. You guys take a picture. All right. Administrative assistant to the superintendent, Marge Marcarelli.
Natalie Woods.
Our animal control officer, Lily Pinto.
Kaylee Bond.
Here we go. Our city assessor, Susan Antonellis.
Stephen Loris.
Our assistant superintendent of schools, Dr. Kelly Chase.
Carly O'Connor.
Carly. What's her name?
That's a lot.
All right, why don't you
Does
say
not
her?
say Carly right there?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
First mistake.
It was not me. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Oh, no, it was assistant high school principal. Assistant high school principal, Mr. Seth Bedard.
Carly O'Connor.
It's hard, I'll be honest with you. Assistant Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Michael Higgins.
Kira Edmonds.
What's that? Michael Higgins, City Council. Did I say that? Our City Auditor, Mary Martin.
Elizabeth Betancourt.
Brooksby Farm Manager, Joanne Roden.
Caden Sotomayor.
Our City Building Inspector, Thomas St. Pierre.
Michael Mariah.
Our Chairperson of the Peabody Municipal Light Commission. I'm not sure if it's John or Joe. Joe Anastasi, and
George Grace.
our City Chemist, Water Supervisor, Sandra Howland.
And Rena Deftos.
No, Rena? Okay. Chief of Detectives, Lieutenant Dave Bonfanti, or Captain Dave Bonfanti, just got promoted.
And Selena Vargas.
Okay. The Chief of the Fire Department, Chief Jay Dowling.
Eleni Spack.
Eleni. The Chief of our Police Department, Chief Thomas Griffin.
Joseph Kennelly.
City Chief of Staff and Business Liaison, Chris Ryder.
Colin Ryder.
Right. Okay. Our City Clerk, Chris Morphus. Ricardo.
Wait, that's
Ricardo.
Ricardo Santos.
Ricardo here?
He's the same collector, isn't he?
No. The person backed out. Yeah, they changed it. City Human Resources Director, Dagmar Whitaker.
Tamara Kemigsha.
Oh, Tamara's not here? Okay. Nope, Dagmar, can you take a picture? Hold on. With our city solicitor, Attorney Donald Kahn.
Catherine Charisma.
Our city treasurer, Ross Teitelbaum.
Allison Bua.
So here you got two, and that's Sydney and him. Confidential assistant to the Peabody Police Chief, Sharon January.
Sydney Lynch and Henry Sawyer.
And now we're going to go to our city council. Our Ward 1 councilor, Craig Welton.
Jake Marcatulio.
Our Ward 2 city councilor, Wendy Latoff.
Stephen Hatchie.
Our Ward 3 city council, Stephanie Peach.
Avery Betancourt.
Our Ward 4 city councilor, Julie Daigle. Dave Gamache will be stepping in. And
Isabella Santana.
thanks, Dave. Our Ward 6 city councilor, Michael Higgins.
Matt McCusker.
Okay, city councilor at large. Start with Tom Rosignol.
Ava Baresi.
City councilor at large, Jackie Corriveau.
Kaylee Di Nicola.
City councilor at large, Jared Hockman.
Justin Pays.
City councilor at large, John Turco.
Angelina Sines.
Director of Community Development, Kurt Bellavance.
Gabriel Pereira.
Director of Engineering, Mr. Will Paulitz.
Seamus John Galvin.
Director of Facilities, Jim Politano.
Luis Antonio Pereira.
Director of Health and Human Services, Sharon Cameron.
Rafaela Fernandez.
Director of Human Resources for the School Department, Stephen Farrell.
Braden Fall.
Okay. Director of Information Technology, Peter Benavides.
Patrick Stanton.
Director of Parks, Recreation, and Forestry, Jackie Ciardi.
Caroline Sargent.
Director of Public Services, Will Paulitz.
Emily Souza Santos.
The Executive Director at the Peabody Council on Aging, Carolyn Wynn.
Matthew Gomes.
Our City Finance Director, Michael Gingras.
Taylor Mackin.
No, not here. Okay. Our Fire Inspector, Mike Pelizzaro.
Caden Surratt.
Our Peabody Veterans Memorial High School Principal, Brooke Randall.
Adam Machidi.
Our City Library Director, Morgan Yo.
Kaylin Veltri.
The manager of the Peabody Municipal Light Plant, Joanne Stacey. Oh, we don't have somebody for that. We'll save that one for the next one. Sorry, Joe. Outdoor coordinator for the Healthy Peabody Collaborative, Sandy Drover.
Haley Collins.
Our city public nurse, Brenda Wolf.
Tiffany Betancourt.
Our school business manager, Sam Rippin.
Addison Jalbert.
Okay, now we're going to go to our school committee. School committee member, Suzanne Cox. And
Natalie Harkins.
school committee member, Beverly Ann Griffin Dunn.
Victoria Vaz.
School Committee Member Pam Millman.
Emma Wardle.
And I'm going to ask School Committee Member Beverly Ann Griffin Dunn to come back again for...
Jacqueline Mareshi.
Nope, go Alexandra.
Alexandra Cordelidis.
My fault. Okay. Our School Resource Officer, Joanna Camusis.
Taneri Cassiano.
Our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Josh Vidala.
Madison Gathgimis.
Okay. And our Veteran Services and Homeland Security Director, Steve Patton.
Mia Riley Norton.
And now it's me and you. Okay. And Mayor Jacob Crocker.
I'd like to say a few words about the featured music selection that you're going to hear this evening. We actually performed this about 4 years ago. I think you're all in 8th grade, but it came off well, and it seemed to be an appropriate thing to present at a student government day. Water Fountain is an up-tempo, playground chant-inspired song by Mariel Garbus of the Tune Yards. But ironically, it masks some pretty dark and heavy themes about environmental anxiety, urban decay, and the privatization of resources. The song explores the fear of a future without water, specifically referencing drought, crumbling infrastructure, and social anxiety of societal collapse. So it's a cheerful song, but if you listen really closely to the lyrics, it's a little dark. I think you can handle it.
All right, that was amazing. One more big round of applause for our students. All right, at this time, we're going to go to the school committee meeting. So I'd ask all the school committee members and their counterparts to take their seats, and we're going to get our school committee meeting started here in a moment.
I'd like to call the school committee meeting to order. I'd like to open it up to any motions.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to motion to change the school schedule to a waterfall rotation with advisory every day.
Second.
I feel that it adds variety to our day where the schedule is different every time we come in. The middle school has a waterfall schedule and it's very successful over there. And having advisory every day with the new addition of Wayfinder, it limits the free time we have. And many kids have busy after-school schedules, so having advisory every day will offer opportunity to work on homework more frequently.
Thank you. Is there any other comments on this motion? Ms. Vaz?
Can I have a discussion on the motion, please?
Yes.
I disagree with the first half of the motion to have a waterfall rotation because I believe it's going to be harder for students to find their way around school every day because our school's confusing to get around as it is. But I value the part in the advisory every day because I think it's important for students to have in-school time to complete their work, especially with being a student athlete myself. I find hard time to do my work at nighttime, but during the school day I think it'd be very useful.
Thank you. Are there any other comments? You're recognized.
I'd like to amend my motion to just having advisory every day.
You've heard the amendment. Do I have a second?
I second that amendment.
Any comments on the amendment? We would like to ask for the superintendent's opinion.
As superintendent, I agree that I think advisory is a beneficial part of our day and should be included in our schedule every day.
Thank you. I'd like to ask the high school principal for her opinion.
You're important. All right. I agree that having advisory every day would be beneficial to the student body to give them more time to conference with their teachers and work on their homework in class. So I agree with this motion.
Hold that thought, please.
However, there are some further parameters around advisory that I'd like to discuss with the high school team before we put this into motion. Thank you.
Are there any other comments or people we should hear from on this? Seeing none, I'd like to have a vote.
Yasneli Fernandez. Okay. So, just no. Natalie Harkins.
I vote yes to the amended one.
Alexandra Cortadelis.
Yes.
Victoria Vaz.
Yes.
Emily Wardle.
Yes.
Mayor. Motion carries.
The motion passes. Thank you. Are there any other motions to bring forward today? Ms. Faz?
Mr. Chairman, I would like to motion to have half-days on parent-teacher conferences at Peabody High School, much like the elementary school in Higgins, and prioritize virtual conferences.
I second.
Thank you. Heard the motion and it's been seconded. Open for discussion. Any comments? Ms. Faz?
In support of my motion, I think that it's important to expand parent-teacher conferences virtually and during the half-day because it's truly made for parent involvement within their school's education, and we're limiting that by not being able to give parents any time they'd like to come. Some parents may have things to do later in the evening, such as bring their kids to activities they do outside of school, so having the afternoon option I think would be a good idea.
Thank you. Any other comments? You've been recognized.
Prioritizing the virtual conferences also makes it more convenient for parents who work and can't make it in person.
Thank you. Any other comments? I'd like to hear from the superintendent.
I also agree that I think having half-days to prioritize parent involvement in parent-teacher conference is important. And I know we do have some virtual conferences, but I think we could do more, make more times, since if we're going to have half-days, we'd have more times to schedule more time so more people are able to do those virtual conferences.
Thank you. I'd like to hear from the high school principal.
Hello. So there's 2 parent-teacher conference nights a year. So if we were to cut them to half-days, we would want to extend the school year by a day, so we could fill our state requirement for the amount of days per year that we cover. We're also amicable to the virtual part. That's completely fine by us. We just want to extend the school year if we are going to make them half-days.
Any further comments? Ms. Wardle?
Does this have to be checked with the union?
If we're adding school days, like to compensate for the time that we're missing because we're having those half days, then yes.
Any other questions or comments? I'd like to have a roll call vote on the motion.
Natalie Harkins.
Yes.
Alexandra Cortelides.
Yes.
Victoria Vaz.
Yes.
Emma Wordle.
Yes.
This motion passes 4-0. Any other motions from the school committee? Ms. Cordelitas?
Mr. Chairman, I would like to make a motion to change graduation requirements to include 4 years of all core classes, English, history, math, and science.
You've heard the motion. Do we have a second?
I would like to second this motion for discussion.
We'll open it for discussion. Any comments? Ms. Cordelitas?
The current graduation requirements don't set students up for strong colleges because they have high standards and students don't have those strong resumes. Once students meet those graduation requirements, they often drop those core classes, and they're only looking to secure those credits for graduation.
Thank you. Any comments? Ms. Harkins?
Although this is true, requiring 4 years of all core classes really restricts the choices students receive in schools, and not all colleges actually require 4 years of all these subjects, and not all kids want to go to the high levels of colleges that require them, or college at all. So requiring these core classes limits the students' ability to really reach what they need for their individual future.
Thank you. Any more comments? Ms. Vaz?
Building off what Ms. Harkins said, many students go out of high school and they don't go to college. They go into the workforce or any other career they choose to pursue. And limiting the amount of core classes we need to take a year limits the amount of electives that students are able to take, which are truly their choice and open their creativity to what they want to do outside of school. So I think that for kids not going to college in the future, this won't really benefit them in any way.
Thank you. Any further comments? Ms. Cordelitas?
We want to set our students apart from others, and we want them to have a complete quality education, not only for college, but for life skills in general.
Thank you. Any further comments? Ms. Wardle?
Would it not be better to just educate the students on what colleges are looking for with the classes that they're taking and allow the students going into CC programs in the workforce to take just the graduation requirement classes?
Thank you. Any more comments? I'd like to hear from our superintendent.
As Ms. Vaz said about the electives and having students having kind of control of what classes they're taking, we agree with this motion as long as we make elective courses count as towards the graduation requirements also. So like if a student's taking an economics elective, that could count as a history, well, it is a history class, but it could count maybe as a math elective to help them fulfill that. So they're taking what they want to take, but they're also fulfilling the new requirement. And I'd like to hear from an assistant superintendent.
Changing the requirement will allow students to have more options for secondary education after high school. And as the superintendent said, we will have other options to take courses that can substitute for the requirement. For example, even if you're in a CTE program like Cosmo, you can take a science course about how of hair and other things to fulfill the requirement.
Thank you. Any other comments or anyone else we should hear from? I'd like to hear from the high school principal.
Hello. So the school is already moving to the math course standard next year for the class of 2030, and that is 4 years of math, 4 years of English, 3 years of a lab science, and 3 years of social studies. And that's the requirement to get into any Massachusetts state college. So we want to make sure that students have that option available to them when they graduate from high school. So we don't see the need in increasing the requirement in science and social studies, because we already fulfill the requirements for the colleges that students will want to go to. Thank you. Yeah.
Any other comments? Ms. Cordelides?
We want to rise above the state standards, not just meet them.
Any other comments? Ms. Vaz?
When applying to college, the whole point is to stand out from others. So if we're just meeting the standards and not exceeding them, how are we different from everybody else?
Any other comments? Ms. Wardle?
These students already have the opportunity to take these classes if they wish, but not everybody is going through the same path, and it might not be necessary for what they want to do, and I don't think it should be a requirement.
Any other comments? Ms. Harkins?
Requiring these more rigorous courses could really affect the students that are struggling, and it could be the defying factor on if they come in at all. They could be discouraged with their performance in these higher level classes, and offering them more elective courses and limiting the restrictions could lead to an overall more positive experience for struggling students and those that aren't looking to go to a high level college.
Any other comments? This has been an excellent discussion. I'd like to have a roll call vote on the motion.
Natalie Harkins,
No.
Alexandra Cordelides,
Yes.
Victoria Vaz,
No.
Emma Wardle,
No.
The motion was denied 3-1. Any other motions tonight? Hearing none, I'd like to thank you all for an excellent meeting. Move to adjourn. I'd like to have now the City Council come forward.
When you want to talk. You gotta hold that.
Press that, and then when you're done talking.
red.
That one, as soon as it's red, you bite right there. I only use that.
I would like to call this meeting to order. Are there any motions to be made? I would like to call the City Council meeting to order. Are there any motions to be made? Councilor Sines.
I would like to start off by saying that I personally don't know if I agree with this motion. It has come up in conversation with some of my counterparts, and the motion is to use AI to analyze data and help improve the Peabody Connect app and the city's website.
Any other comments? Councilor Hatchie.
I do think I agree with Councilor Saeen's that for a website that's dealing with like city problems and like people can go to report things like to the city and everything, I don't know if it's a great idea to have like AI in there. You should just be able to like without issue just contact people in the city, humans. Like I don't really think that's a wise decision.
Any other comments on this matter? Councilor Sines.
I would like to request to hear from the Director of IT.
May we please have the Director of IT?
Hello. I agree with putting AI putting it because the AI can simplify and have it be a seamless integration without messing up any problems. And if people who may like having difficulty using can ask the AI to give a seamless response to the said problem. Thank you.
Are there any other comments? Councilor Pays.
This is a great idea, but how much is it going to cost us?
We're going to have to talk to the finance director to answer that question. Thank you.
May we please have the finance director?
As of now, in the existing budget, there isn't much room. We don't know a specific amount of like how much this would cost us, but we could always go to the council and ask for a larger budget to incorporate this new motion.
Are there any other comments? Councilor Hatchie.
Actually, the IT director might know something about this, but on this motion it says to use AI to analyze data on the app. What exactly would that look like or mean?
What we mean by that is during the use of the AI will learn the conversation between users and it will grow over time. And over time, the AI will be more seamless and can analyze the data way more efficiently from day one to day whatever. So the AI will learn the conversation between users. Thank you.
Are there any comments? Councilor Sines.
I think it would be more beneficial if we didn't use AI because we already can't expand our budget. But I think we can always see if we have the manpower in-house with the IT department and see if they can update the app, because I do agree that the Peabody Connect app does need updating, but I think we should try doing it in-house first because AI is still very new and we don't really know the side effects that it can have on like our environment and stuff like that. So I think we should maybe try to do it in-house first.
Are there any comments? All right, let's take a roll call.
Counselor Santana?
No.
Baresi.
No.
Sines.
No.
Marco Tullio.
Yes.
Pace.
No.
Heishi.
No.
Di Nicola.
No.
Betancourt.
No.
McCusker.
Yes.
Motion fails 7-2.
Are there any other motions? Councillor Hatchie.
A motion to invest in and improve snow removal processes.
Do we have any comments? Councillor Hatchie.
Actually, something I recently learned about, and I think it's kind of cool that they have in Lynn, is kind of like a community snow removal volunteer process where people can like sign up, put their names on a list, if they're gonna like volunteer to like snow for other people, and like disabled people or people are elderly, can't really shovel for themselves easily, can also get on like a list and everything, and that way they can like kind of match with someone, and that way there you go, snow gone.
Do we have any other comments? Councillor Di Nicola.
I would like to point out that there's already a ton of money being spent, so I don't necessarily agree with the invest part. However, I do think there could be some improvements, such as like prioritizing sidewalks at schools and helping to open down the stores downtown.
Do we have any other comments? Councillor Sines.
I agree that we should try to invest in it a little bit more. I know that there are some cities who have kind of a fine if they don't clean up their sidewalks in a certain amount of time. I think we could always try to implement that here. And I think we could always try and test it out and see if it works here. And if not, we can always come back and think about something else.
Councillor Baresi.
I would like to hear what the mayor has to say on this.
May we have the mayor?
We have used volunteer programs in the past. However, the only difficult part about that is actually getting the volunteers to the spots where they need to remove snow, because the roads themselves are already blocked pretty badly, so it'd be hard for them to get to the spot they need to be. But it was definitely something we can work on.
Do we have any other comments? Councillor Pace.
I would like to hear from the DPW.
May we have the director of DPS?
So currently we do have over 100 miles of sidewalks in Peabody, and we prioritize at least 30 of them be cleared. So we do agree with the motion to invest in snow removal, as currently we aren't receiving enough funding to get more snow trucks out there and to get more people out there cleaning.
Do we have any other comments? Councillor Santana.
Can I ask the DB director if they have enough equipment issues, and do they have enough trucks to use?
So currently we do have 9 trucks removing snow, and we hire outside contractors to add more to that supply, and we would really like to invest and get some new trucks. As they're aging, some of the trucks are from the 1980s, and it would really be beneficial if we had newer trucks that could help plow. At least, and receive larger trucks that also sand the areas. Thank you. For clarification, the 9 trucks are the ones that put down the sand.
Do we have any other comments? Councillor Hatchie.
Do we think that maybe the investment part of this motion could go towards those trucks? Would that be a good thing?
Yes, it should go towards the trucks.
Councillor Hatchie.
Actually, I just had a thought. I do agree with a lot of Councillor Sain's points, but one thing that she had mentioned was fining, and that's normally a good idea. But I was just thinking, a lot of people who don't shovel the sidewalks are very old and crippled and like disabled, so it's very difficult for them to get out there and shovel. So, do we think that maybe that might be a problem because it's no fault of their own and they need more help?
As a city, we've looked at mandatory shoveling, but the only issue with that is the elderly people in the city. That would make it difficult. I anticipate that we will be looking at that more following this tough winter.
Any comments? Councillor Marcatilio.
I'd like to ask the head of DPS, could we utilize trustees from the Essex County Correctional Offices to help shovel the sidewalks?
We can definitely look into that. We do use them for other projects, but we've never utilized them for the winter. So we'll look into that.
Do we have any further comments? Councillor Santana.
What is the area that is ordinance to shove sidewalks?
It's the area that is ordinance to shovel sidewalks.
Currently, there's an ordinance to shovel only in the downtown area, but not in other areas yet. So we'll look into that.
Do you have any comments? Councillor DiNicola.
I would like to ask the DPS department approximately how much money was spent on snow removal this season.
It's currently over the estimated 300,000 and the numbers are still coming in.
Do we have any comments?
300,000 is the budget currently.
The budget is always very low. This year, we are looking at almost $3 million.
Do we have any comments? Councillor Pace.
What is a priority for snow removal?
The streets are always our #1 priority, so people can get to work and wherever they need to be. Second would be the sidewalks and other smaller areas like that, particularly in schools.
Do we have any comments? Councillor Hatchie.
Actually, I have a question for DPW. You did mention maybe getting some new trucks. How many trucks do you think would be a good amount to acquire, and how much would that cost?
I'd say about 3, and they're close to 500,000. Close to 500 to 300,000.
Do we have any comments? Take a roll call vote.
Councilors Santana,
Yes.
Baresi,
Yes.
Sines,
Yes.
Marco Tullio,
Yes.
Pace,
Yes.
Heishi,
Yes.
Di Nicola,
No.
Betancourt,
No.
McCusker.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-2.
Are there any further motions? Councilor Santana.
A motion to create and maintain more accessible food shelters.
Do we have any comments? Councilor Santana.
Should have gone with the motion, the reason why he wanted to do it.
Are there any comments? Councilor Santana.
Creating another food shelter to help the Haven distribute and increase the volume for those who need help with the food is really important right now with the war going on and the gas prices are going up and food is just getting really tricky for everyone.
Do we have any further comments? Councilor Hatchie.
This might be a question for the Community Development Department, but do we know how many people in the city roughly might be in need of a food shelter?
I believe that the food insecurity within the city is about 35%. 30 to 35.
Do we have any comments? Councilor Hatchie.
So just to clarify, that means that you said 30 to 35% of the city is food insecure? Sorry.
I did say that.
Do we have any comments? Councilor Hatchie.
What is the threshold for food insecure? What does that mean exactly?
It's a formula made by the state about average income per household.
Say we can find that number and report it back, but we think it's around under 30,000.
We can find that number and report it back, but it's probably around 40,000.
Do we have any other comments? Councilor Betancourt.
The food shelter that we have now is very accessible but very busy and would benefit from a satellite location and partner with a nonprofit.
Do we have any other comments? Councilor Sines.
So a lot of our food shelters do come from churches, and I just want to kind of touch on the point of creating more food shelters. I just kind of want to know like where we would put them.
Do we have any further comments? Councilor Baresi.
As a community, we have an obligation to support the most vulnerable. I support this.
Do we have any further comments? Councillor Houchy.
The food insecure definition, are those people, that threshold, are all those people in need of food assistance, or is it just not as secure for them? Like, are they all people who do need to regularly go to the food shelter, and do we currently have not enough capacity to support all the people who do really need one?
Those are people who are eligible for financial support. Food stamps, things like that.
Do we have any further comments? Councillor Pace.
I would like to ask the health director her thoughts on this matter.
From what we understand on the health perspective side, a lot of families don't meet the health poverty line, so they don't qualify for SNAP benefits necessarily. So these families still do rely on food, places to receive food for free without being able to have these benefits. And for Haven from Hunger, at least for this year, have seen an increase in people looking for more food supply.
Do we have any further comments on this matter? Councillor DiNicola.
I would just like to ask if we notice an additional need on what we already have, and if so, could we do more to support them, or do we feel they're already at capacity?
Haven from Hunger services a lot of people. However, we need more providers.
The Clergy Association and the city help out.
The Clergy Association and the city help out,
And private donations.
as well as private donations.
But there's need for more.
But there is need for more.
Do we have any comments? Councillor Sines.
A question for the mayor. We do have two pretty big farms in the city. Are they doing anything to provide food for these people?
We do donate a large amount of food to Haven from Hunger.
Also, great program in the city is No Child Goes Hungry.
Also, a great program in the city is No Child Goes Hungry.
And we receive food from our farms as well as private donations.
And we receive food from our farms as well as private donations.
Do we have any further comments? Councillor Houchy.
If we were to go about and make another food shelter or something like that, is that something that would be directly run by the city, or would it be something kind of like Haven from Hunger that's more independent? And even if it is independent, how many resources and stuff would the city be allocating?
Can you please repeat the question, Mr. Hatchie?
Sorry about that. If we were to go about and make a new food shelter, would it be something like Haven from Hunger, which is more independent in its own entity, or would it be something more directly run by the city? And if it is independent, how much, like how many resources and stuff would the city allocate to it?
That's a great question. I think either way, there's pros and cons to both sides, so we'd have to look at it more deeply and decide which way we would go with it.
Do we have any comments? Councilor Santana.
I would like to point out that the available food shelter right now is located in downtown Peabody, and I think that we should really move forward into putting some locations in West Peabody or over down or South Peabody in that area. Thank you.
Do we have any further comments? Councilor Sines.
My question to anyone who can answer is, I'm talking about the finance of it. If we were to put places in West Peabody and in South Peabody, just do we have that in the budget?
Right now, there is no existing budget for food shelters. We'd have to work with the council to possibly create some.
Do we have any further comments? Councilor De Nicola.
I would like to point out that only about 8% of Peabody residents are actually on SNAP, which is only about half the US average. So from there, do we think there's something that people are missing with knowledge to get onto SNAP? And if so, is there something we could do to relieve the burden on food shelters?
I believe more public outreach would help people be aware of what their benefits could possibly be.
Do we have any comments? Councilor Hatchie.
Whether or not actually we open up another shelter, do or should we have something like Project Mobility? I know it's more for like disabled people, or some sort of transportation initiative to get people from where they live to the food shelters.
That would come at a cost, and we have to see what that cost is, but it's definitely something that we can look at.
Do we have any comments? Councilor Sines.
I would like to just put out there that maybe we could have a place in school, at the high school, to have some food so students can grab it, because we already do have a space where students can get clothes and toiletries at the high school. So I just want to know if maybe there's a place that we can put it in there, and then have students talk to a trusted adult about if they are having problems finding food. I would like to see if that's a solution, so I would like to talk to the principal.
May we have the high school principal? May we call up the assistant principal?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
My question was, is there a way that we can house food in the school, like the high school? Because we already do have clothing and toiletries for students who go to a trusted adult and ask. So I was wondering if there's a place that we can also hold like non-perishable items like that in the school.
I'd like to call my vice principal to respond to that question.
I think that could be a very beneficial program. I'm not 100% sure if we have the space for it, but I think that we could make space. On half days, we do have the grab and go lunch from the cafeteria, so I think if we implemented a program that was close to that, where kids use their student ID number to check out lunch, I think that would be a really good idea for kids that don't have enough food at home.
we have any further comments? Councilor Baresi.
May we hear the opinion from the Director of Libraries?
Right. So at the main branch library in downtown Peabody, there is a food pantry in collaboration with No Child Goes Hungry. That is a newer addition, so it's not the largest right now, but we are looking to expand that in the future.
Do we have any further comments? We'll take a roll call vote.
Councilors Santana,
Yes.
Baresi,
Yes.
Sines,
Yes.
Marco Tullio,
Yes.
Pace,
Yes.
Heishi,
Yes.
Di Nicola,
Yes.
Betancourt,
Yes.
McCusker.
Yes.
Motion carries 9-0.
Do we have any further motions? Councilor Betancourt.
I would like to make a motion to prioritize and expedite the fixing of potholes in the city.
Do we have any comments on this? Councilor Hatchie.
This actually might be a question for the DPW, but for expediting and prioritizing fixing of potholes, what exactly might that look like?
So currently there are 4 ways to contact us about potholes, and using those ways of communication, we make a prioritization list, and then we'll send 2 crews out to fix those potholes. And yeah. And currently we're doing it 5 days a week. Weather permitting.
Do we have any further comments on this matter? Councilor Hatchie.
I know that a lot of pothole-heavy areas either are going to be under construction, like in West Peabody, Lowell Street by that convenience store at the Y intersection, and like on Central Street. But are there any pothole-heavy areas that are currently not in the works to be? There's nothing planned to be fixed. I think one example from my head, I believe, is Centennial Drive. The stretch of that is pretty potholey, and I haven't seen any construction out there on the road.
So both that section of Lowell Street and Central Street are being planned to repave, which will solve the issues of potholes. And there's currently no plan to repave Centennial Drive, but we can look into that for the near future.
Do we have any comments? Councilor Sines.
Not to say that I don't agree to fixing the potholes, but I just want to put out there that if we do plan on blocking off a road, especially in central Peabody, they already tried to fix a lot of potholes on Andover Street, but it caused a lot of traffic because that is a high traffic area, especially when kids get out of high school at the same time people are getting out of work. So I just want to make sure I put that out there that if we do plan on closing down streets, that traffic will get worse.
Do we have any comments? Councillor Bencourt.
I think that there's always ways to improve, but the city and the mayor have been doing a great job as it stands.
That's a great comment. Thank you.
Do we have any further comments? Councillor De Nicola.
I would just like to ask if currently potholes are prioritized based upon safety.
Yes, they are.
Do we have any comments? Councillor Marcatulio.
I'd like to ask the head of DPS, how long does it usually take per pothole to fix? And do you have like an idea of how many we currently have in Peabody?
It takes a minute or two to fill each pothole, and we don't have a current number of how many there are.
How many there are?
Do we have any further comments? Councillor Hatchie.
Can we briefly see the city collector, please?
Can you repeat the question?
Oh, I was requesting the presence of the city collector.
I'm here.
So, I can see. Most EVs are very, very heavy because of the batteries and everything, and they put a lot of wear and tear on roads just of how heavy they are. Do you think we should increase the vehicle or excise tax on EVs to disincentivize their purchase and maybe put a little less wear and tear on the roads?
The excise tax is not established by the city. It is determined by the state of Massachusetts.
Could we impose an additional electric vehicle tax?
That would have to be approved by the city councilor.
Do we have any further comments? Councillor Santana? Oh, no? All right. We'll take a roll call vote.
Councilor Santana.
Yes.
Baresi.
Yes.
Sines.
No.
Marco Tullio.
Yeah.
Pace.
Yes.
Heishi.
Yes.
Di Nicola.
Yes.
Betancourt.
Yes.
McCusker.
No.
Motion carries 7-2.
So, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
We're adjourned.
I just wanted to make a few closing comments and then turn it over to our mayor for his words. I did want to thank, a lot of work went into making this event possible. I want to thank Ms. Prouty, Ms. Randall, everybody in our school department for their support of this program. I want to thank all of our department heads who spent the day with our students, answering questions about our city and providing a lot of information about what we do day to day. I want to thank our city councilors, school committee members who are here today, as well as a number that were here this morning when we went out across the city and looked at different parts of our city. And I want to give a special thanks. We had some great food from Gallo Nero, and I wanted to thank Lindsay and Hillary and Chris from my office, as well as Beth, Tara, Kelly, and Dagmar from Human Resources for helping organize the food. Ross Teitelbaum was a great help, and I wanted to big thank you to Brian McLaughlin and Chet Zelnick for helping put this event together. A lot of hands went into this, and I appreciate everybody's hard work. Yes. So we have 5 scholarship awards that we wanted to give out today. 2 are donated by the City Council and 3 from the City of Peabody. All department heads, city councilors, school committee members put in some money to provide some scholarship awards to each of you. We wanted to take the names today, and we'll get those scholarships to you at a later date. But we're going to pick them randomly, and I wanted to ask our mayor, Mr. Crocker, to pick the scholarship winner for us.
Luis Antonio Pereira.
So Hillary, if you get his name and phone number, okay? And so we have to pick another one, buddy. Yep.
Allison Bua.
We'll get there.
Luke Dang. Michael Mariah. Carly O'Connor.
So congratulations to those winners, and please, those winners, before you leave, please see Hillary. If we can get your phone number, we can reach out to you and get those checks over to you. And so without further ado, it's my honor to welcome, to say a few words, a very classy young man who did a great job today being mayor of the city, and really enjoyed spending the day with him. And I wanted to ask Mayor Jacob Crocker to come forward and say a few words.
I would just like to thank all of the city officials and department heads who took their time out of their busy schedules to be here with us today. Your willingness to share your time and experience truly made this day possible, and it means a lot to all of us. I also want to thank the people who welcomed us into their spaces. I had the opportunity to visit the senior center and the police station, and it was a great experience to see firsthand how much work goes into serving and supporting our community every day. I'm really grateful to have been part of this experience, and I'll definitely carry what I learned today with me moving forward. Thank you. Thank you, and that concludes today's program.